I know what time it is. Time to take those deep breaths and tune into yourself. As you sit back and relax, you might be dancing. You might be length-side. But just take those deep breaths. A lot of people feeling that way right now. Wake up! I can make your dreams come true. Come on and dance with me. Ladies, get up off your seats. Come on and dance with me. Gentlemen, get on your feet. Come on and dance with me. Greetings and love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on innerlightradio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on innerlightradio.com, the healing frequency. Taking those deep breaths. Deep breathe now. Coming to you live today. Oh, just relax. Calm yourself down. Honor those feelings that you're feeling. It's okay. It's alright. You're alright. You're alright. But you know for yourself, that's all that matters. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't give your power to nobody. Nothing. How dancing make you feel? Today? 10, 28, 2020. Next October. 28. Dancing and breathing. And we tune into ourselves. While I share with you a moment. Some conscious self-health care moves. Mental observation view. Essential for self-success. But that view, what are you seeing in your view? And how are you letting it affect you or have an effect on you during this time right now? I say it's a mighty, 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 mighty good time. Thank you for joining me today, 10/28/2020 on this Wellness Wednesday. So sit back, tune into yourself, relax, and take some deep breaths. And you know, you are your own wellness doctor. Yes, you are your own wellness doctor. Trust your own vibrations. Trust your own feelings. Trust your own divine thoughts. Nothing is good or bad. They say only thinking, talking, and acting will make the word so. Your life is a state of consciousness. We're live right here on innerlightradio.com, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is my time. And I want to thank you for joining me during your time. So as we relax to some music today, I'm kind of liking that vibe right there. Sitting back, relaxing to some music, because that's what I'm doing through the week. That's what I'm doing every day. My mind get to wondering, get caught up in what's going on in this illusion, and I just go to some music and bring myself right on back to where I need to be. So, sit back, relax. I'm going to listen to some music. I'm going to share some information with you. And I got one question for you today. And I could share some information with you that you may agree with and you may not agree with on that question. But it'll give you something to think about. So sit back, take your seat. We're on the friendship train. You know, it's a Harriet Tubman's ride to healthcare freedom, from pharmacide, nutricide, negative thinking, anything that takes you away from your divine self and listening to what your body has to say to you. So someone you want to call and tell them to tune in to that you forgot, go on and dial that number right now and tell them to call in. And just as a reminder, you can join me. You can join me on the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show. You got something you want to share? I will have a conversation with you. Just email me, give me a call, connect with me in any way but Facebook. And just say, you know, Karen, Khadijah, Reverend K, I got something I want to share. Share it with me, and come on. Take about 10, 15 minutes. Share what you want to share with somebody about how you have moved yourself up from out of the dark ages of disease care, and how you now become your own wellness doctor. And that's a great thing. Because we know your life isn't scripted unless you are the one that wrote the script to it. You know, you write the script, you be the producer, you be the actor. And you're living it out real life, in real time. So, is your life scripted by someone else? It's time for you to make a different choice and tune into yourself. And I'm telling you something, it doesn't matter what anybody else think or anybody else say. It's all about what you feel, you know is the right vibration for you. But you got to honor yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to trust yourself. You got to not set yourself up based on somebody else's thinking, what somebody else saying, how somebody else is feeling, and how they judging you. And make you think twice about the truth, because you begin to live from that man-made mindset of human consciousness. And we know your life is not a ball of confusion. So sit back, tune into yourself, focus on love, the divine love for yourself. I'm in a new location right now, so you might hear some noises because I had to step out of my location. I'm at the intersection of Wellness Boulevard and Poetry Avenue, and right in the middle of Black and Eyes Report that Mamadou Malik does on Facebook Live every weekday morning. So I'm in his space, so anything may happen. But just sit back and tune to yourself and focus on love, laws of vibrational energy, balancing things out around the world. All you have to do is tune into that frequency. It's the power that brings our entire life together. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers me and you with divine energy and life. And yes, I'm going to say it every week, Wednesday, on the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show, because I wake up and say it every day to myself. I say it in the evening, I say it in the night. I say it when the feeling gets inside of me that I need to remind myself, love. The laws of vibrational energy is going to balance it all out. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers you and me with divine energy and life. The breath of life that supports the lymphatic system. The tree of life that's in the body stretches from your head to your toes and all in between. Yes, it does. So I'm loving action. I'm a master of positive self-expression, no matter what. And there's been some challenges today and yesterday. But, it's like, what do you want to really see as a challenge? Or something just happened, what to say, like a hiccup or something like that, or, just a little quirk, something going on. And you may need to just sit back and just see what happens and not just get all upset about it, or focus in on it the way that situation wants you to focus on itself. It's to see how strong you are, how in tune you are to your own vibrations, that you're not going to let outside distractions pull you away from your harmony and your peace. And let anybody call it what they want to call it. You know what we say? We are here to be givers and receivers of love. And God did not create religion. The God in you, the goddess, the God in you. Man did that. That's that question for today. I want to get to it in a moment. But I want to remind you what the Master Reverend Ike had to say. That's who I formed my ministry after. That's why I became a minister of metaphysics. Because I like the way he supported my life from the age of 8. Mom, I don't want to go to church anymore. Can I go over there with Aunt Bert and listen to Reverend Ike? No, you got to go to church till you're 10. Well, I'm still going to listen to Reverend Ike, but I'll go there. But nevertheless, one of the things he said, you are the master of your thoughts and mind. He said you have to be the one to tell your mind what to think, that consciousness. Tell your feelings what to feel. Tell your body how to react. Karen is always telling her body how to react these days. Yeah, while she's making that adjustment. Yeah, I'm still making the adjustments from that stroke. That fluid is so, I don't want to say hard or difficult or challenging. The fluid is moving and it's taking its time, but it's getting there because every time you bump your toe or stomp something or get into an emotional reaction, your body does that with that lymphatic system. It creates that pond and you have to turn it down, and sometimes it cannot turn down. But you got to remember that you must master your mind. You must master your feelings. You must master your thoughts. And you must tell this human body, human holographic image, what to do, how to act, and how to think. And let anybody call it what they want to call it while you're doing it. That you know what's best for you. And that's what has to happen in this day and time. You got to stop letting people move you away from the truth of who you are just to get along, just to get by, just to create some kind of peace with them. So, they won't go a certain way and inside it's turning you and tearing you up inside. You got to start being true to yourself. So don't worry about what nobody want to call it. And when it comes to your health, we got to do what Baba Tim Morrow said, one of our great ancestors. There's a whole lot of them over there in the health field that's been around for a long time. They're guiding us. They're telling us what to do. They made their transition back into the true realm of life, and they're sending those vibrations to you, and you need to listen to them. And this is what Baba Tim Morrow had to say. I hold on to. Growing old does not make you sick. Growing old do not make you sick. Don't believe what they be saying about as you age, you're going to feel this way. You're going to get that. That comes through your thinking, through your diet, through your action. You can shift that energy at any time, just like epigenetics. You are not a victim to your genes. You are not a victim to your parents' way of thinking, the way you grew up. You can shift that any time for yourself. It's growing sick that makes us old and tired and feel like we don't have anything else to come our way. The cells are going to just continue to stay the same way. They don't rejuvenate themselves. They don't regenerate. We don't bring in new cells. But when we bring them in, we want them to come in the right tone and the right frequency and having the right vibration. We don't want them to come in old, and we don't want them to come in sick, and we don't want to come in that way. And we want to be in harmony and peace. And this is what's going on right now. And a lot of people are uniting around the world, for various reasons, different cultures, different groups, based on whatever. But I want to say to the black family, I want to say to you especially, because that's what's showing up. We are coming into our own truth and to our own self and being and what we have been and through our history around the world, in every country, in every community around the world. People are standing up for their own justice, which means they're standing up for the brothers and the sisters on the side of them. But it's one thing that I think that keeps stopping us from really, really reaching that goal. Why is it so hard for black people, for black folks to unite really as one? What is the main thing? Oh yeah, they believe in different parts of politics and things like that, and economics and history and ancient this and Kemetic that and this and that, and I was here before that, and that was here before that. But in this modern day and time, and asking that question, I say, what's the one practice that stops black people from uniting worldwide in one love, one community, living in unity? You know what it is. You know what it is. Religion. Religion. Yes. Karen, you say you reverend, you do this, but you don't talk like no metaphysician that I've ever talked to. You don't talk like no Baptist minister. You don't be reading from the Bible. You don't do this, you don't do that. You talk about other things and you say you're a reverend. Well, let's sit down. Let's have this talk about the Bible. You talk about the people in the Bible. I'm telling you how to live your life right now in peace and harmony. That's my religion. Love. Laws of vibrational energy. Religion was created for separation, and it divides us more than it unites us. And so have your religion, but unite as one for what we need to move in this world as one, in harmony and peace. Everybody got a peace. Everybody's saying this, so let's come together and let's do this. See that we are all one. One, as I said, one love, one community, living in unity, worldwide. And there is truth in everything, not just one thing. So I honor your truth when you want to sit down with me and say, well, I want to go through this with you and I want to read this to you based on me being Islam, based on me being a Baptist, based on me being a Christian, based on me being Jehovah, whatever. I do not disagree with you how you interpret your books of understanding. I just say a conscious state of living. What is holding you back from uniting with your brothers and your sisters and becoming one and creating a world of peace and harmony for ourselves? We can create it right in this world of what's going on. Every other culture, every other race has done it. They don't forgot about everything else and they're united to get what they want. We need to move forward and do this now. Thyself. Stop living from a man-made mindset of human consciousness. Yeah, those are my words. And that's what I say. And sometimes that's all I say. I don't live from a man-made mindset of human consciousness. But you say this and you don't even want to have a conversation. You don't want to discuss it. I'm not in need of discussing it. I'm comfortable with where I'm at. You want to discuss it. You want to have a conversation about it because you got thoughts about what you're thinking. But that's why I want you to know. My message to you, every Wellness Wednesday, is to sit back, relax, tune into yourself. Just think about what's making you stay in a disarray state. What's bringing disharmony in your life? What's making your head hurt, your stomach hurt, your back hurt? What is making the things going on in your life? Because you're not in balance and tune with yourself. And that's what we need to do. In knowing thyself, it's like this little saying that I wrote for my niece. I think she was maybe about 6, Tamaya Simone Davis. I think she's 26 now. October, this is her birth month. I told her when she was around about 6 years old, baby, know thyself. Don't worry about being liked. You got to like yourself. Don't worry about being accepted. You got to accept yourself. Don't worry about being loved. You have to love yourself. Don't worry about having friends. You got to be a friend to yourself. Don't worry about fitting in. Get into yourself. Taking those deep, deep breaths. Don't worry about knowing them. Know thyself. You know that song. Don't you worry about a thing. Can't worry about life because you are living it. You are creating the picture of what's going on. And remember that saying. Surely it's true. Like begets like. We're going to sit back and we are going to listen to some music. It seems like my internet connection is trying to stay on, but it's been going in and out, in and out, in and out. So I'm going to share with you for another about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going to cue Brother Jamal to run my fabulous commercials to let you know about the Nest Health Wellness System, the bioenergetic system that reads that human body field all the way down the tree, just like you come down from the head all the way down to the feet energetically, and you know what's going on. We can look at that human body field and tell you what's going on with your body. And there's no greater deal than the deal I offer for $150. I'll send you the scan. You don't have to worry about paying for shipping. You can have one scan done, but you get the information in a portal where you get your hands on so much free information, quantum information. Yes, we're going to do the commercials first, and then I'm going to let you run straight into the songs for today as everybody sit back, and I sit back with you, and I breathe a little bit, and I relax my body. You may be lengthicizing, on a trampoline, and we're taking those deep, 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 deep breaths, and we're filling our bodies, and we're helping our lymphatic system. We're helping that immune system. See, everybody say, let me give you steps on how to take care of your immune system. But they don't tell you that the guardian angel of the immune system and all systems is the lymphatic system. And if you don't take care of that system and see it separate as a system by itself, I don't care what you take to support your immune system. It's not 100%. Because if you don't get that fluid out, like I'm working on, getting that flood out of my body, allowing my body to hear the vibrations, getting all the floods out of my organs, out of the intersecting errors, taking those deep, deep breaths, powers the lymphatic system. Activate that tree of life. So it supports the immune system, because when you're talking about the immune system, you're talking about everything about the lymphatic system, purifying itself. Even the Bruce Lipton, who is a cell biologist, who broke the lid off a lot of things. I'm going to add a video to the ending of this broadcast when I load it up to my YouTube to my YouTube channel, where he's talking about the immune system. And you can see he's also talking about the lymphatic system. He puts it up on the screens in words, but he barely say the word out of his mouth, because everybody wants you to be talking about the immune system when all your drugs and everything shuts down your immune system. That's what they do, and say that can take over for you. No. The one thing they cannot shut down, they cannot alter, is the lymphatic system, because that is powered by your breath, the connection to life. So when you shadow breathe, when you don't breathe correctly, when you don't support the lymphatic system to move and purify itself, you are causing that stagnation. Karen, Khadijah, Davis-Foulks, Karen, Khadijah, Abdul, Malik, Davis-Foulks, Reverend K, put a flood in her body when she was going through some changes. But it was all right. We are going to create cellular malfunctions, and we must know how to correct them and honor them and not be in fear and run over to that system. Because as you can see right now, that system don't care nothing about you. That's why they tell you to put on a mask. Stop your own breathing process. Choke yourself up, and they say do it for the love of somebody else. You better love yourself enough to take care of yourself. And everybody take care of themselves. And don't block the in and outflow of pure oxygen and give into the universal frequencies of plants and trees, that carbon dioxide that they need, and create that oxygen for us. Many ways to create oxygen, but how you want to maintain it in your body, that's up to you. So I say, the scientific data has been known for years. This is why your parents, grandparents, and great-great-great grandparents. I only told you and showed you about washing your hands, covering your mouth when coughing, not to touch surfaces if you can, not to be around people when you are not feeling well during the cold season, to drink plenty of water. And everybody think they're drinking plenty of water. But I'm telling you something, you are not. You are not. You have to drink plenty of water. Get proper rest, blow your nose, and deep breathe while you clean out your body with proper bowel movements regularly. You gotta get it out or it's gonna come out in many other ways. This thing about social distance was the correct thing to do when feeling run down from the cold or the flu. You don't need to be around nobody. That's when you social distance, but not social distance for what they're talking about, stopping you from socializing, enjoying your family and friends and doing things. So yeah, they can shut down everything, but you don't have to shut down your own life, your own world, your own being. And yes, everybody's on a different level. Yeah, what's going on? Wear the mask, don't wear the mask, be around me, don't be around me, don't be around my child, don't be around the grandparents, so they can do what they want to do in these nursing homes, killing all these people. Yeah, I said the word killing, because that's what they're doing. They're stopping them. When their bodies was naturally shut down, they wouldn't let it shut down. They put them in homes, kept them on drugs, doing what they was doing, and now they know the Death with Dignity Act is everywhere saying, why are my parents living like this? Why are my family members living like this? Why are you just cutting off limbs and feet and legs and arms? Why are you doing this to them? And then all of a sudden one day you can say, there's nothing else we can do. There was nothing else you could do from the beginning. And now they know it because everybody knows it and everybody's realizing it. And we have to step up to this new change. I say stop being a bully. All you bullies out there, stop being a bully, insisting that people harm themselves by wearing a mask inside and outside. Each person is responsible for their own personal health care. How well are you taking care of every system in your body? How well are you nourishing your body? Again, like I said before, that rest. So don't raise your child in fear. Don't raise your children in fear that just came into this world, having them thinking that wearing a mask is a part of daily living. Fear of breathing, taking the proper breath of life. That's what's happening. These children got these masks on, they're scared to breathe now. And you know that. You know what's happening with these children. They have more anxiety. So now the psychiatric industry is really all pumped up now. Want to give you some more damn drugs that's going to really mess up your body. We got to stop. We got to think. We got to unite, and we got to understand. It's not about anybody else's understanding. It's about yours. And that's why I say you can become your own wellness doctor when you let go of a man-made mindset of human consciousness and do what is correct for you, whether it's in alignment with anybody else or not. We're talking about conscious living through living consciously and taking those deep breaths. So we're going to sit back, we're going to relax, we're going to tune into ourselves, and we're going to listen to about 3 or 4 songs before I make it back. The first song that we're going to listen to is The Wild Wild West. And I don't know, it just motivated me this week a little bit from Will Smith. And I started doing the 5 breath. I never tell people how to breathe. There's many breaths out there. But a young lady came to me and was saying, I've been following you and I've been breathing and I feel better and things are really going. And I said, well, you want to know if you're really there with your breath right? Do the 5 breath while you lengthicize it. Do the 5 breath. I'm not going to do it. Look it up. Find out what the 5 breath is. But I'll be doing it to this song, The Wild Wild West. And then we're going to listen to a few songs by NDRE because I am light. And so are you. And you are light. And this thing about, I like that song, I'm not my hair. And then there's another song. And if I had the opportunity to come back and share with you, I'm going to come back and do a poem, close out the show, and share with you from my book, Step Up Out of the Dark Ages of Healthcare, something I want to share with you. But right now, family, listen to my commercials about the Nest Health Wellness System. Know that you can become your own wellness doctor. You can get that scanning device, scan yourself, scan your pets. Other family members can be scanned for a discount rate. If you have a business or a practice, you can allow and offer that scan to your clients, to your friends, and I would just charge a minimum charge for them. And they get the whole thing that you get. They can work with themselves, they can work with you, they can work with me. But it's all about sitting back and knowing how divine you are. So sit back, listen to the commercials, take a deep breath. Do, and I'll be back to join you.
Let's help one another. All of my sisters and brothers.
Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal healthcare prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified anthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forselllife.com. The number 4, the words sell, CELLLIFE.com. Are you at your wit's end because there seems to be no solution to your healthcare problem? Is it okay for me to say to you that you can have peace of mind? Take back control of your health. Are you experiencing anxiety, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, any fictitious disease? Whatever your symptoms or diagnosis are, there is a conscious solution to transform the cause of your pain, not treat symptoms or mask it. No prescription medication, no over-the-counter drugs, no organs removed are required. Take back control of your health by the renewing of your mind. You can create wellness today. Contact Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, www.celllife.com. Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forselllife.com. The number 4, CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation. 202-248-7749.
Wild Wild, DJ Jazzy Jeff. Wicked Wild Wild West. Get wet, desperado, rough rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six gunning this, brother running this. Buffalo soldier look. It's like I told ya. Any damsel that's in distress, be out of that dress when she meet Jim West. Roughnecks to go check along the ride. Watch your step, flex and get a hole in your side. Swallow your pride, don't let your lip react. You don't wanna see my hand where my hip be at. With Artemis from the start of this, running the game. James West, came in the West, so remember the name. Now who you gonna call? Now who you gonna call? If you ever rip with even one of us, break out before you get bum rushed. At the Wild Wild West, Cool Moon D. Wild Wild West, it's Cool Moon D. Wild Wild West, Blue Hill, the Wild Wild West. This guy, the Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild West. Now, once upon a time in the West, madman lost his damn mind in the West. Loveless, kidnapped with none less. Now I must put it behind the test. Send me in the saddle, ready for battle. Bring all your boys in, here come the poison. Behind my back, got everything you did, front and center. Now when you look back here, who that is? A mean brother, bad for your health. Looking damn good though, if I can say it myself. Tony Loveless is a madman. I don't fear that. Got mad weapons too, ain't trying to hear that. Trying to bring down me, champion. When y'all clowns don't see that, it can't be done. Understand me, son. I'm the slickest they is. I'm the quickest they is. Can I say I'm the quickest they is? If you barking up the wrong tree, we coming. Don't be starting nothing. Me and my partner gonna test your chest, Loveless. Can't stand the heat. Get out the wild, wild, the Wild Wild West. Come on, the Wild Wild West. Hands in the air, Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. We going the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. We going the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. Break down. 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 The outlaw trying to draw, thinking you're bad, and he's drawing on West best with a pen and a pad. Don't even think about it. 6 gun weighing a ton, 10 paces in turn just for fun. Sun up to sundown, rolling around, see where the bad guys ought to be found and make them lay down. The defenders in the West, flushing off pretenders in the West. Don't mess with us 'cause we in the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. Cool Monkey. DJ Jazzy. The Wild Wild West. Blue Hill. Let's go. Wild Wild West. Hands in the air. Come on. Hands in the air. Come on. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. Ladies and gentlemen, Stevie Wonder! Woo!
the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. All light. Yeah. All light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. Been around the whole world, still ain't seen nothing like my neighborhood. And of all of the fancy satin and silk, my white cotton feels so good. Search high and low for a place where I can lay my burdens down. Ain't nothing in the whole wide world like the peace that I have found. In the little things, and the joy they bring. It's the little things, and the joy they bring. Yeah. Simple as a phone call just to make it known that you're gonna be a little late. Pure as a kiss on a cheek and a word that everything will be okay. Call in the morning from my little sister singing to me happy birthday. In the quest for fortune and fame, don't forget about the simple things. It's the little things and the joy they bring. Yeah. It's the little things. It's the little things and the joy. Oh, give me some good food, give me some cute shoes. almost lost sight of my goals. I do this for the love of music, not for the glitter and gold. Got everything that I prayed for, even a little more. When I asked to learn humility, this is what I was told. It's the little things, it's the little things, and the joy they bring. It's the little things, and the little things. It's the little things.
Convict music. See, I can kinda recall a little ways back. Small trying to ball, always been black. In my hair I tried it all, I even went flat. Had a lumpy curly top and all that crap. Now, just trying to be appreciated. Nappy-headed brothers never had no ladies. Then I hit the barbershop real quick. Had them give me little twists and it drove them crazy. But then I couldn't get no job. This corporate wouldn't hire no dreadlocks. Then I thought about my dog from the block. Kinda understand why they chose to steal and rob. Was it the hair that got me this far? All these girls, these cribs, these cars. I hate to say it, but it seems so flawed. Success didn't come till I cut it all off.
Little girl with the pressing curl. Age 8, I got a Jerry curl. 13 and I got a relaxer. I was a source of so much laughter. At 15 when it all broke off. 18 when I went on natural. February 2002, I went on and did what I had to do. Because it was time to change my life, to become the woman that I am inside. 97 dreadlocks all gone. I looked in the mirror for the first time and saw that, hey, I am not my head. I am not this good. I am not your expectations, no, no. I am not my head. I am not the skin. I am the soul that lives with me. Good hair means curls and waves. Bad hair means you look like a slave. At the turn of the century, it's time for us to redefine who we be. You can shave it off like a South African beauty. Got it on lock like Bob Marley. You can rock it straight like Oprah Winfrey. If it's not what's on your head, it's what's underneath. And say, hey, I am not my head. I am not this skin. I am not your expectations, no. I am not my head. I am not this skin. I am the soul that lives within.
Who cares if you don't like that? With nothing to lose, posted with the wave cap. And the cops wanna harass cause I got waves. Ain't seen nothing like that in all my days. Man, you gotta change all this feelings. They be judging one another by their appearance. Yes, India, I feel you, girl. Now go ahead, talk to the rest of the world. Cause
Does the way I wear my hair make me a better person? Does the way I wear my hair make me a better friend? Oh, does the way I wear my hair determine my integrity? And expressing my creativity. Breast cancer, chemotherapy took away her crown and glory. She promised God if she was to survive, she would enjoy every day of her life. On national television, her diamond eyes are sparkling, bald headed like a full moon shining, singing out to the whole wide world like, hey, I am not my
man, I'm telling you, that 5 breath was something else. I don't know how many times I coughed doing that 5 breath, but I know the state that my body's in, going through the stress, removing all this excess fluid and excess sodium. And the only way I can do that is through the lymphatic system. Yes, my immune system needs to be strong, and all other systems need to be strong too. But what moves that excess fluid? It's the lymphatic system, and that is controlled by the breath of life. So family, breathe, relax, and take care of yourself. As I close out today's show, I leave you with this quick passage from my book, Step Up Out of the Dark Ages of Healthcare. Nutritious Talk, Conscious Living Through Living Consciously. I ask myself, what message did I want to give to the individuals that seek better health and better way of living, as well as to regain or maintain their health? The first thought that came to mind was, wake up and think a new way. Then I had another thought. What is truly health care? The best way to care for your health is by being conscious of your thinking, what you are doing and what you are saying, your actions. Focus on your thoughts, on yourself, not on other people's position, issues, concerns, or opinions of you. It doesn't matter if that person is your spouse, your parent, your child, your friend, whomever. If you are willing to change yourself and have a real love for all things, you can be reborn when you need to be. It's as simply as conscious living through living consciously. What this means to me is that you don't complain, fight, argue, quarrel, ridicule, criticize, condemn, find fault, or cast blame. To love is to be a friend and kind to yourself. You must learn to be big enough to actually love your enemies, to bless those who curse you, to do good to those who hate you, and if possible, pray for those who persecute you and spitefully use you. What will you serve? Who will you serve? Honor yourself, trust yourself. This is Reverend Dr. Karen Khadijah Abdul-Malik Davis-Foulks, wishing you a blessed, fulfilled week. Emphasize, take time for yourself, tune into yourself, deep breathe, and above all, love yourself like no one else. And remember, thoughts build. Thoughts is the builder of the body. The body is moved by thought. Thought not only moves the external members of the body, but it controls the fluids flowing within the body. Man's body has the power to replace worn parts, cells, renew themselves, regenerate themselves. When it is in harmony, it never wears out. The harmony refers to its self-adjustment, to the laws of being, to the laws of divine nature, and to the law of life, natural existence. It does not matter what you call this fundamental principle underlining all life. The important thing is to understand it and to put yourself in harmony with it. Nature is not a blind force working in darkness and ignorance. All her works indicate intelligence, mind, and action. Align your thoughts with this thought. Walk in this direction. Trusting in the universal laws of life is trusting in yourself. The wisdom is heard in your actions, not your reactions. It is your individual responsibility to maintain wellness, peace, and happiness in your life. It is not enough to know what to do. You must do what you say you know. Karen is doing that, and so should you. Let's stop looking outside ourselves and start believing in the power of this miracle, self-sustaining body. Family, love yourself. Take deep breaths and give your power to no one. Learn my definition for COVID maskology. Take the mask off. Breathe. Please don't raise our babies like this. Don't stop your children from breathing. They don't understand what you're saying to them. They need to breathe for their own well-being. And so do you. Blessings. Have a great week. See you next week on the Conscious Self-Help Care Conversation Radio Show. Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self-Health Care Conversation Radio Show right here on NLA Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self-Healthcare Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-healthcare. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.
Color, everybody, we need each other. Wake up, everybody. Well, see, we need, wake up, everybody. We need, wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. Time for thinking ahead. Wake up, all your teachers start to teach a new way. They're the ones that suffer each and every day. Teach the children, teach the babies, teach the babies, teach the children, teach the children, teach the babies, teach the children.